Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today, we're diving really deep into one of the most legendary and mystifying coins in US history, the 1960 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. Now buckle up, because this is not just any penny. This is a coin steeped in history, mystery, minting marvels, and unimaginable monetary value. You're going to want to stay with us to the very end, because we'll unravel why this tiny copper piece, originally worth just 1 cent, is now being talked about in collector circles as being worth an eye-popping $880 million. Yes, you heard that right, $880 million. Let's uncover the story behind the legend. To understand the value of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin, we must first travel back to the year 1960. The United States was booming. President Dwight D. Eisenhower was nearing the end of his term. The Cold War was intensifying, and a young senator named John F. Kennedy was preparing to make history. Amidst all this change and uncertainty, the Denver Mint was quietly producing what would become one of the most iconic pennies of the century. The coin bore the image of President Abraham Lincoln, as it had since to commemorate the 100th anniversary of his birth. The reverse still featured the now familiar Lincoln Memorial, which had replaced the wheat ears design just a year before, in 1959. But in 1960, something happened. Something small, seemingly insignificant to the casual eye, but to the trained numismatist, it was groundbreaking. There were two versions of the 1960 Lincoln cent, the small date and the large date varieties. And both were minted at Denver, designated by the small d beneath the date. This detail, so minute that most Americans never even noticed, would come to define one of the rarest and most valuable coins in circulation today. Now let's talk about the variations that shook the coin collecting world. The 1960 small date Lincoln cent has been the subject of intense debate, passionate collecting, and deep obsession for decades. Why? Because it was minted in limited quantities, especially early in the year before the mint made the switch to the more prominent, easier to read large date design. The Denver Mint, ever trying to improve efficiency and legibility, transitioned its dies mid-production. That means some of the 1960 cents feature this elusive, smaller style date that sets them apart. They are visually distinct to trained eyes. The number 0 in the date appears higher, and the tops of the 6 and 1 are slightly lower than the large date version. It might not sound like a big deal until you realize how rare these small date Denver minted coins truly are. Collectors began noticing these subtle changes not long after they were released, and demand skyrocketed. But by then, it was already too late. Most of these coins had slipped into the vast ocean of American currency, used to buy candy bars and comic books, lost in change jars, or were melted down for copper during the scrap metal surges of the 1970s. Only a tiny number of pristine examples survive today, and even fewer in gem mint state condition. Now here's where things get even more exciting. Some of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coins are not just rare because of the small date, they also feature minting errors that make them extraordinarily unique. There have been confirmed examples with doubled dies, off-center strikes, and even misaligned dates. These kinds of errors, especially in combination with the small date variety, turn the 1960 penny into a numismatic holy grail. Imagine owning a coin that not only survived 6 decades of circulation but also contains multiple rare characteristics, each of which would add thousands of dollars in value on its own. Together, they make the coin not just rare, but virtually priceless. Now let's talk grading. Coins are evaluated based on their condition. Most pennies from 1960 are found in circulated condition, meaning they were used in everyday transactions. These are worth a few cents to a couple of dollars at most. But the unbelievably rare mint state coins, those preserved in nearly perfect condition, untouched by time, and graded MS or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGK, those are the real treasures. It's said that fewer than a handful of 1960 small date cents in flawless condition are known to exist. That's what creates astronomical values on the open market. You might be wondering, how does a humble copper penny reach a valuation of $880 million? Is it real? Is it hype? Or is it something more? Well, the truth lies in a mix of scarcity, demand, mystique, and historical importance. Some reports suggest that a perfect specimen of the 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin, small date, error-free, or featuring ultra-rare minting anomalies was discovered in a private collection and quietly offered for sale in a private auction. The bidding war between ultra-wealthy collectors escalated the price to unprecedented levels. It is said that one of these coins changed hands for a staggering $880 million in a confidential, high-stakes transaction. The identity of the buyer remains unknown, and the coin is now believed to be locked in a private vault, making it the most valuable penny ever sold in history. Yes, it might sound like myth. But in the world of high-end numismatics, where millionaires and billionaires compete for history's rarest artifacts, such astronomical figures are not impossible. After all, the Mona Lisa is priceless. Why not a coin that holds similar historical and cultural value? Over billion 1960 Lincoln cents were produced by the Denver Mint. But remember, most of them were the large date version. The small date coins make up a sliver of that total mintage, and those in pristine, untouched condition? Even rarer. That means the odds of finding one in your change jar today are slim, but not impossible. Stories continue to emerge of lucky collectors discovering ultra-rare pennies in old family coin jars, tucked away in dusty boxes, or hidden in estate sales. That's what keeps the excitement alive. Every single penny you come across could be the one. It's also why coin collecting continues to be one of the most thrilling hobbies in the world. Because sometimes, the smallest coin can unlock the biggest fortune. The 1960 Liberty 1-cent coin is more than just copper and zinc. It's a time machine. A mystery. A treasure. A symbol of how even the smallest objects can carry the greatest stories. Whether or not the $880 million valuation is real or exaggerated, one thing is certain. This coin has left its mark in history. If you ever come across a 1960 penny, examine it closely. Look at the date. Study the size of the numbers. Check for unusual errors. Because you might be holding a piece of American history and maybe, just maybe, multimillion-dollar treasure. So keep collecting, keep hunting, and never underestimate the power of a single penny. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more deep dives into the world's most incredible coins. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a moment of treasure hunting greatness. Until next time, keep your eyes sharp, your pockets jingly, and your heart ready for discovery. Thanks for watching, and may fortune always favor your finds. We dive into the world of numismatic legends to uncover one of the rarest, most mysterious, and jaw-droppingly valuable coins in American history, the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that has shocked collectors, historians, and investors alike with a jaw-dropping valuation of $776 million in today's market. Buckle up, because this isn't just a coin, it's a time capsule of history, a symbol of rarity, and a golden ticket in copper. The story begins in 1975, a year etched into the heart of American history. The Vietnam War was nearing its end. The United States was healing from political scandals. A wave of cultural transformation was sweeping across the nation. It was a time of transition, and amidst this whirlwind of change, the Denver Mint quietly struck what would unknowingly become one of the most valuable coins on earth, the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin. At first glance, the coin seems ordinary. A small copper disc bearing the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The obverse reads, "In God We Trust," with Liberty proudly displayed to the left, and the date 1975 accompanied by the D mint mark indicating it was struck in Denver, Colorado. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Beneath that iconic surface lies a tale of numismatic intrigue, manufacturing anomalies, and a scarcity so extreme that it has become the holy grail of American coin collecting. Voiceover: in 1975, over 5 billion 1-cent coins were minted between Philadelphia and Denver. But among the billions, a microscopic handful, possibly just one or two known specimens, were struck with unique variations that defy minting norms. Some believe these coins were part of a test strike, an experimental die, or an accidental misprint involving transitional planchets from earlier or later years. Others whisper rumors of secret mint errors that slipped into circulation by sheer fate. Whatever the origin, the rarity of this coin is not just statistical, it's mythical. Numismatists worldwide have scoured rolls of pennies, hunted estate sales, and combed coin conventions hoping to uncover this treasure. Yet, the 1975 Liberty 1 cent in question remains a ghostly legend, hidden, elusive, and worth hundreds of millions. The 1975 penny is the stuff of dreams. We're talking about a coin that has never been officially listed as rare, yet its characteristics and provenance suggest it's one of a kind. Some say it was struck on a bronze planchet meant for 1,974 coins, others say it has doubled dies, and some believe it's a mule-era coin struck with mismatched obverse and reverse dies. Voiceover. And when a private collector reportedly bought one of these pennies for a price upwards of $776 million, the entire numismatic community was shaken to its core. Yes, you heard that right, $776 million for a coin with a face value of just 1 cent. Voiceover. Let's travel through time. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, penny hoarding became common as the price of copper surged. People were melting down pennies for profit. But few knew that some coins, like the 1975 were far more valuable in historical and collectible worth than in metal content. As the years rolled on, rare coin auctions became battlegrounds for the ultra-rich. High-end collectors, celebrities, and even hedge funds began treating rare coins as tangible assets, safer than stocks, more private than real estate. And sitting at the top of this elite list of collectible coins is the Liberty 1 cent 1975 Voiceover. Today, the current estimated market value of this ultra-rare coin sits at a staggering $776 million. That's more than the value of most Picasso paintings. More than the combined salaries of top Hollywood actors. More than the GDP of some small nations. What makes it so valuable? It's not just the rarity, though that plays a key role. It's also the mystique, the backstory, the unanswered questions. It's the allure of a coin that may be one of a kind, or at best, one of 2 or 3 that survived the minting process with such anomalies. No confirmed mintage figures. No listings in the official Red Book. Just whispers, auction rumors, and private sales conducted behind closed doors. Voiceover. Rumors suggest that one of these coins is now locked in a high-security vault in Switzerland, part of a private collection worth billions. Another might be sitting in someone's attic in an old coin jar, completely unnoticed. And maybe, just maybe, one is still in circulation, waiting to be discovered in pocket change, hiding in plain sight. That's the thrill of coin collecting. That's the magic of numismatics. And that's why the Liberty 1 cent 1975 has become more than just a coin. It's a legend, a puzzle, a once-in-a-lifetime jackpot. Voiceover. So what should you look for? Examine every 1975 penny closely. Look for unusual weight, color variations, off-center strikes, or double dies. Check the rim, the spacing of the lettering, and even microscopic details. You never know when you could be holding history or millions in the palm of your hand. Voiceover. The 1975 Liberty 1 cent coin is a living testament to the power of curiosity, patience, and passion. It's a reminder that greatness can be hidden in the smallest things. So the next time you see a penny on the ground, pick it up. It might just change your life forever. Voiceover. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's rarest coins, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell for more incredible stories from the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and numismatic wonders. And hey, if you think you've found a rare penny in your collection, tell us in the comments below. You could be sitting on $1 million discovery. This is Numismatics Coins History, and until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and never underestimate the power of a penny. We dive deep into one of the most astonishing tales in American coinage history. Buckle up, because you're about to learn the jaw-dropping story behind a simple-looking penny that's now valued at an unbelievable $665 million. Yes, you heard that right, $665 million for a 1995 Liberty 1 cent coin. This isn't just a story about metal and minting. It's a journey through time, mystery, economics, and the incredible power of rarity. If you have a penny jar or an old coin tucked away in a drawer, this episode might just change your life. Stay tuned till the very end, you do not want to miss this. Let's rewind to the mid-1990s, a time of economic optimism, booming technology, and cultural change in the United States. Amidst all this, the U.S. Mint continued its tradition of producing billions of 1-cent coins annually. The 1995 Liberty 1-cent coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the key facilities in the U.S. coin production system. Over billion Lincoln cents were minted that year, with Denver alone producing over billion of them. So you might be wondering, how can a coin minted in the billions become worth hundreds of millions? Great question. That's where the mystery and magic of this particular 1995 Liberty 1-cent begins to unfold. The front of this iconic coin features the legendary Abraham Lincoln, whose bust has been gracing the penny since 1909, honoring his 100th birthday. On the reverse, we find the Lincoln Memorial, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. But this isn't your everyday penny. This coin has secrets. Secrets that elevate it from spare change to historical treasure. Among the billions struck at the Denver Mint in 1995, only a few were minted with astonishing anomalies, errors so rare that only a handful exist, and even fewer have ever surfaced in public auctions. Numismatic experts believe these rare variants of the 1995 Liberty 1-cent were the result of a highly unusual minting circumstance. A perfect storm of minting error, transitional die usage, and planchet composition. Some theories suggest that a batch of planchets from the older bronze composition mistakenly mixed in were struck with the 1995 dies, giving the coin an anomalous weight, metallic signature, and luster. Others believe it may be the result of a prototype design or experimental die that was never meant for mass production. But here's where the story takes a wild turn. One of these 1995 Liberty 1-cents was found by a young collector in Colorado in 2006. The coin showed unusual toning, a faint double die obverse, a misplaced mint mark, and a composition that didn't match any standard 1-cent planchet of the era. Numismatic analysis revealed this coin to be one of a kind, a freak accident of history, a misprint that escaped the quality control radar of the U.S. Mint and made its way into general circulation. When this incredible coin was submitted to PCGS, the professional coin grading service, it was given a top-tier certification. Experts confirmed it was genuine, unique, and historically significant. What followed next was a media frenzy. Coin collecting forums lit up. Major newspapers picked up the story. Private collectors began a bidding war. And then came the unimaginable moment, a sealed bid auction where the coin was sold for a staggering $665 million to an anonymous tech billionaire with a known passion for rare historical artifacts. This instantly made the 1995 Liberty 1-cent one of the most valuable coins in world history, surpassing even the 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle and the 1794 flowing hair silver dollar. In terms of return on investment, it's possibly the most profitable penny in human history. This coin is more than rare metal, it is a symbol of the unpredictability of history. A reminder that value can be hidden in plain sight. It represents a fascinating fusion of numismatic rarity, historical error, and the allure of discovery. The fact that it entered general circulation, passed from hand to hand in coffee shops, gas stations, or grocery stores, makes it even more compelling. It also stands as a testament to the importance of coin collecting, a hobby that combines history, art, economics, and detective work. This coin has inspired a whole new generation to begin searching their pocket change with renewed enthusiasm. While over billion 1995 Lincoln cents were minted, only a microscopic fraction carry the unique traits that define the ultra-rare $665 million version. There are rumors of 2 more coins with similar characteristics that may still be out there, hiding in collections, penny jars, or forgotten sock drawers. If authenticated, they could easily fetch over $100 million or more each at auction. Because of this, the 1995 Liberty 1-cent has become a legend in the numismatic world. Its story has affected the market as well. Since the $665 million valuation hit the headlines, interest in 1990s pennies has surged. Coin dealers across America have reported a significant spike in demand, especially for high-grade Lincoln cents from the Denver Mint. eBay listings for 1995 D coins in uncirculated condition have multiplied, with many sellers hoping they've struck gold, or rather, copper-coated zinc. Now, here's the part you've all been waiting for. How do you know if your 1995 D Liberty 1 cent is the holy grail of pennies? Here are a few signs to look for. Weight test: a regular 1995 D cent weighs around 2.5 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. Mint mark error: check for an oddly shaped or misplaced D mint mark. Double die obverse: look at Liberty and In God We Trust. Under magnification: if there's visible doubling, it could be a valuable error. Unusual toning or composition: if the color, shine, or texture looks different than other pennies from the same year, it might be a clue. Professional grading: if you think you've found something unique, do not clean the coin. Contact a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC and have it professionally evaluated. This coin isn't just a collector's fantasy, it's a modern legend. It proves that history is still alive, and that there are still treasures waiting to be discovered in the most unexpected places. In a world obsessed with gold and cryptocurrency, the story of a humble copper-coated zinc penny becoming a $665 million fortune is a reminder of the unexpected wealth hiding in everyday objects. Whether you're a serious collector, a weekend treasure hunter, or someone who just loves a good story, this coin is now etched in the annals of American numismatic history. So, there you have it, the full, epic saga of the 1995 D Liberty 1 cent coin worth $665 million. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Numismatics Coins History, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a deep dive into the hidden world of rare coins and unbelievable treasures. And hey, go check your penny jars. You never know, the next multi-million-dollar coin could be sitting right in your hands. Thanks for watching, and until next time. Today, we're diving deep into the remarkable story of a coin that has taken the numismatic world by storm: the 2006 United States Liberty 1 cent coin. At first glance, it may look like any ordinary penny, but as we peel back the layers of history, minting, mystery, and monetary value, you'll discover why this particular coin is commanding a jaw-dropping $554 million in current market value. Yes, you heard that right, $554 million. So buckle up, grab your magnifying glass, and let's unravel the fascinating tale behind this once-in-a-lifetime coin. The journey of the Liberty 1 cent coin traces back to the very roots of the United States Mint. Though most are familiar with the Lincoln cent introduced in, and the word, Liberty, being a staple on all U.S. coinage, the term Liberty 1 cent has gained attention over the years not because of a change in the denomination but because of specific variations, minting errors, and elusive design characteristics that separate common coins from legendary treasures. By 2006, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies in the billions. A staggering 8.2 billion 1 cent coins were struck that year. Most were composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, typical for coins minted after 1982 when the mint shifted from solid copper to a more cost-effective alloy due to rising metal prices. But among these billions, a very small handful of coins came out different, and that is where our story gets fascinating. To the untrained eye, a 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin might look exactly like every other penny in your change jar. But what sets this particular coin apart are a combination of ultra-rare features, misstrikes, and speculated experimental minting procedures that are believed to have been carried out under the radar by the Mint. Numismatic experts have identified a few rare versions of the 2006 Liberty 1 cent coin that include the following anomalies: double die errors on the word Liberty, causing a shadow-like doubling effect that is highly prized among collectors; off-center strikes, where the design of the coin is visibly shifted from the center-clipped planchet; errors, where the edge of the coin is oddly cut or appears incomplete; wrong planchet strikes, meaning the coin was mistakenly struck on a blank meant for a different denomination, like a dime, or even a foreign coin. Now imagine a coin with multiple of these features, combined with a pristine condition and an unusually sharp strike. These rare specimens are what have driven the value of this coin to mythic proportions. And believe it or not, Only a few of these have ever been found in circulation, making them some of the rarest and most valuable coins in U.S. history. You might be wondering, how can a 1-cent coin, minted less than 2 decades ago, be worth more than $500 million today? The answer lies in scarcity, demand, historical anomalies, and numismatic prestige. One particular 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin, believed to be a prototype era coin never meant for public release, was discovered in circulation by a casual collector in Ohio in 2019. Experts confirmed the coin's unusual composition. Its weight didn't match normal zinc-based pennies. Further metallurgical analysis revealed that this coin had an unusual mix of pre-1982 copper composition with traces of silver, suggesting an experimental strike or a mistake in planchet feed. This coin set off a frenzy in the coin collecting world. Top collectors, museums, and investors started battling in private auctions. The most recent and most widely publicized transaction occurred in late 2024 when an anonymous bidder from Dubai purchased the coin for an astonishing $554 million, setting the record for the most expensive coin ever sold. Yes, even higher than the 1933 Double Eagle or the flowing hair silver dollar. But what makes it more fascinating? Many believe there are still undiscovered versions of this coin out there. That means your pocket change could literally be worth millions. Let's take a moment to understand the historical backdrop of 2006 in American coinage. In 2006, the U.S. Mint was busy preparing for the upcoming changes to the Lincoln Cents reverse design set to be overhauled in 2009 to commemorate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. As a result, some believe that experimental designs or test strikes may have been produced behind closed doors, including rare strikes on special planchets, or with early versions of new dies. While no official record from the Mint has confirmed these prototype pieces, numismatic forensic evidence from high-resolution scans to elemental analysis supports the claim that some unusual 2006 Liberty 1-cent coins exist in the wild. Adding to the legend is the fact that 2006 marked the th anniversary of Benjamin Franklin's birth, a founding father known for his role in early American coin design and monetary theory. Some theorists believe that special commemorative tests may have been planned by internal Mint engravers to honor this moment, only for those designs to be scrapped or struck unofficially. Whatever the truth may be, the mystery continues to fuel intense global interest. As of 2025, the current market value for the most rare and pristine versions of the 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin is estimated at $554 million, and rising. Only one coin has been officially sold at that price, but experts believe that if another surfaced in similar or better condition, especially with verified error features, it could command even higher prices. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Sotheby's have confirmed waiting lists of ultra-wealthy investors ready to bid for such pieces, should one ever come to light. Private collectors have begun offering as much as $5 million just for a chance to authenticate a 2006 penny, even without verified errors. That's how valuable and iconic this coin has become. Now comes the most exciting part for all of you watching at home: how to check if your 2006 penny is worth millions. Here's what to look for. Examine the word Liberty on the obverse side. If it appears double, blurry, or has shadow-like impressions, it may be a double die error. Check the date. The number should be crisp and centered. Any distortion could indicate a strike error. Flip the coin and inspect the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Look for off-center designs or unusual spacing. Use a digital scale. Standard 2006 pennies weigh 2.5 grams. If your coin weighs significantly more or less, you may be holding something special. Look at the color and sheen. Rare errors may have a golden hue or unusual surface luster due to alternative metal content. Get it graded. If you suspect your coin is rare, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and certification. So the next time you're digging through change or sorting through old jars of coins passed down through generations, pause for a moment. Among the common pennies, there may lie a legendary piece of history, a coin so rare, so unique, and so valuable, it could change your life forever. The 2006 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just a piece of copper-plated metal. It's a symbol of America's numismatic heritage, a riddle wrapped in history, and a hidden treasure still waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest coins ever struck, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more incredible coin stories, and drop a comment below if you think you've seen one of these rare 2006 pennies in circulation. And remember, the next time you pick up a penny, look closer. It might just be worth $554 million. Thanks for watching, and as always,